Buongiorno, I am Lucifer. And I thought I'd take a little bit of time out because I know a few of you are very, very scared of what's been happening recently. Now, I'm here to reassure you a little bit. Okay? So, without further ado, let's get straight into it. So, we've all heard about this coronavirus. COVID-19, if you will. So, I know a lot of you are being very cautious already, but there are a few of you that have shared your concerns with me, that you're, a little disturbed and a little worried, maybe a little anxious. Well, all you have to do is follow these little steps. Okay, so, obviously, if you're suffering from a serious cough, short breathness, you have a sore throat, maybe you feel a little sluggish, tight-chested, and you have a high fever, those are the symptoms. If you start suffering from any of those, please rush yourself. Well, no, don't rush out, obviously, but call your doctor straight away, okay? Explain the symptoms, and then they can explain to you whether they think that you may be coming down with the coronavirus. Now, to prevent it from happening, from coming, down your way, just wash your hands as often as possible with soap and water, okay, for at least 20 seconds. Now, it doesn't have to be hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer works, but it only works if you have clean hands. And if you already have clean hands, then it won't matter too much. Just use antibacterial hand wash. But just remember, after everything, wash your hands. If you're preparing food, or if you've just been to the bathroom, wash your hands. Avoid touching your face, eyes, nose, and mouth with unwashed hands. And of course, if you come into contact with anyone, just remember, stay clean. Of course, avoid contact with people who are sick, if possible. If not, of course, follow the first step. Wash your hands and, stay clean. If you are ill, just remember, try to avoid going out. You don't want to spread it about the place now, do you? Now, the other thing that we need to touch on is loo roll is not essential to this outbreak. You don't need 20 packs of 26 loo roll, okay? Your standard amount is sufficient. So don't go mad and buy all the loo roll off the shelf, because you won't need it. You'll just be there with loads of loo roll, okay? And think of the people that can't leave their houses, like the elderly, who have to have, home deliveries. If you're buying up all the stock before they can, then they're the ones that are going to miss out. And after all, it is the elderly that are the highest risk. Also, people with, respiratory problems like severe asthma, COPD, and such things as those, they are the ones highest susceptible to actually contracting this virus. So just remember, if you're in good health, you're more than likely going to be okay. Even if you do catch the virus, think about it like this. When you've had a really bad cold, have you survived? Well, you're still here to tell the tale, so I think you'll be okay. But remember, stay healthy, stay clean, and of course, avoid people who are ill. Now, that's not to say to lock yourselves in your houses. No, of course not. But, just keep those points in mind. Now, another thing that has come up in the news is they are trying to stop mass gatherings, like conventions, festivals, concerts, and things of those type. Now, don't worry, these things will probably just be postponed until a later date. They want to try and contain this outbreak so it doesn't become a pandemic or an epidemic. So, you know, like I said before, stay clean, stay safe. Now, these are some prevention tips that you can put into practice now. Again, washing hands. Wearing a mask is, it does help, but don't go crazy. I've seen some people wearing gas masks. Don't get me wrong, I applaud your efforts, but a gas mask would not help. It has holes, remember, and this is an airborne virus. So, it's not going to work with a gas mask, even though you will look absolutely splendid. Well, if you was in the Second World War. Remember to stay healthy. Eat well as well. And of course, avoid contact with sick people. Anyway, that was my little, synopsis on the whole thing. I just thought I'd share some thoughts with you and just let you all know that this is not the end of the world, okay? You are safe. Just, don't worry, because worry is going to make you more ill than the coronavirus. So, carry on about your business and be confident with every day. Just follow those tips. Wash hands, eat often, avoid contact with, foreign animals, well, obviously we're not going to run after hedgehogs in the street, but you know what I'm saying. Don't forget to exercise often, stay healthy, avoid sick people, and if you do suffer any of these symptoms, contact your GP, or physician as soon as possible. Okay? And, of course, stay in if you are suffering these symptoms. Okay, well, I gave you some advice. That's kind of depressing. I actually would have liked you all to come down here, but I do feel it is too soon. So, please, stay healthy. There is plenty of time for the future. Arrivederci, Belle.